Hello and welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today we're making chicken and waffles with a few tweaks that'll up the ante on this southern classic. These are sweet potato waffles and pecan crusted chicken with a sweet, spicy ginger maple syrup to take this whole dish to new levels of deliciousness. Start out with a half cup of pure maple syrup. Toss in a teaspoon of sambal sauce or another spicy chili sauce, a teaspoon of liquid aminos or gluten-free soy sauce, a chopped scallion, and a teaspoon of fresh grated ginger root. Now just stir it all together and set this aside while you do the other components. Now for the chicken, I've got 1 cup of pecans here that I'm crushing as finely as I can get them, and to those pecans, toss in a half cup of almond meal and a tablespoon of adobo seasoning or another seasoning salt. Stir it together and set this aside. And I've got 1 beaten egg here, which should be perfect to coat the 4 chicken tenders I'm doing today. And once the tenders are dipped into the beaten egg, dredge them in the pecan mixture, then fry them in a few tablespoons of oil over a medium heat for a few minutes per side. Then drain them on paper towels while you make the waffles. Now for that waffle batter, in a medium bowl, beat 3 room temperature eggs, then add 3/4 of a cup of mashed sweet potato, 2/3 of a cup of milk or almond milk to keep it paleo, and a 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil. Then give it a stir. In another bowl, combine a cup of almond flour, a 1/4 cup of coconut flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/8 of a teaspoon each of both dried ginger and salt. Then stir to combine. Now add this mixture to the wet ingredients and stir until the batter's just combined. And it's going to be pretty thick at this point. Now preheat the waffle iron according to your machine's instructions. Then ladle in the recommended amount, which for me was 3/4 of a cup. Close the lid and let it cook according to the directions that came with your machine, which for me was about 5 minutes. Now spread the waffle with a little butter if you want, or ghee to keep it paleo. Top it with the pecan crusted chicken, a drizzle of the sweet, spicy maple ginger syrup, and you've got heaven on a plate, my friends. And if you need a printed copy of today's recipe, you could always visit my blog at the link below. And for brand new recipes every week, don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.